Or just chapter 4.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, detective?
Hello.
What are you doing?
Oh, I found
Great. Was it alcohol?
Kind of an
God, no,
ominous
I just
object
win
there in the
that
background.
I think I know how to break the contract with the Dark Man.
What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, she hasn't been
Everything
ending on
going
any
back
of
to
us.
normal.
Alright. I found some more information on Derceto and the patients. There are some seriously strange things going on here.
Like that big bluey glue
I'm
that
pretty
happened
sure
behind
two
you.
of the patients are dead, and maybe even the clerk.
Oh yeah, I kind of just gave up on worrying about that.
I noticed.
Well, just keep your eyes open, I suppose. What were you doing again?
Jeremy made a pact with the Dark Man to keep all the madness locked inside Derceto.
Alright.
I'm gonna break it. I just have to... Where is it? Where's the talisman?
It's around your neck?
Ah! Ah!
I worry, detective.
Don't, I'm fine.
I worry that you're not much help on this case. At least you're a good distraction.
Trust me. You're getting your money's worth. At this rate, I'm an absolute bargain.
This and that, this really feels like we're only getting half the story. Like, this is definitely a case of, you know, you need to play as Emily. Dark Man's contract. Ah. Jeremy... 50? He's 50? He's a 55. Medicine has failed me. Not wait, no, hold on.
Medicine has failed.
There we go.
Nothing can be done to dispel the hardwood curse. Only the sacrificial dagger may release the despair from Jacob's eye. Yet, doing so would be the doom of Derceto. Let this curse of mine be a weapon for once. I accept your demands, oh, crawling chaos. Build your prison around this godforsaken hospital. When evil has been starved, I will stay buried forever.
Very good. We were just in there. Bollocks. Also, it's night and it's raining. Yeah, for whatever reason, something about that section, just at the end. Well, really, from we went into the magician's setup. It's probably the most,
Just what this evening needed. Some ambiance.
it's probably been the most active I've been. For whatever reason. Maybe it's just a pure just leap in aesthetic having the desert with the eclipse. I don't know. Wrong button.
Combe never thought he'd be so happy to be back at Derceto. It felt like he had crawled through a long, dark tunnel of misery and regret. Now that he was back, Combe could look into the steps mentioned in the contract. But there was one thing that gnawed on him. What exactly did this have to do with Dr. Gray?
Well, you see, the Dark Man and the Light Man, or it was the Light Woman, I don't know, got together. Wait, this is locked again? Breaking Dr. Gray's office, find out what he knows. Alright. I got this, and it's all shiny and shit. A dagger, swathed in the grip of two sleek snakes, found buried in a sunken temple along with the Dark Man's contract. Ooh. I don't know why this is the investigation thing on it, because I can't do anything with it. like, for whatever reason... God damn it. For whatever reason, that section made me think of Eternal Darkness. Yeah, we're just not... We are not allowed up... This is apparently locked again. I mean, is this going to say it's locked from the other side? Just to see. Didn't even get that. So yeah, it seems like if we want the story of the people that are supposed to be living here, we need to play as Emily.
Be around here somewhere. He wouldn't leave this house.
I don't know what to think anymore. You run into that detective fella?
Who is he? Can he be trusted?
I think he one of the good guys. Well, you know, like us.
Will he be all right with her coming? Praise the mother.
You don't need to know about all that. Just help the job. Just calm down. It ain't time yet.
God, it hurts.
As far as I can tell, Detective Comby seems to be solving problems, not causing them.
Just be ready in case he starts anything.
The two orderlies still hadn't found Jeremy. Conby figured this was good news. Emily had reminded him about some strange deaths at Derceto, and Conby wasn't sure who he could trust.
Thank you, talking notebook. Right, so where do we start? Because we haven't gained anything. We're just looking for something different. Like, I don't think there's anything for us to shove us into. Is the save? Do you think that's 454 as well? I don't know why it would be. Oh, see, this is the... We've done some locking here. Ineffective locking, but locking nonetheless. See, if I want to get back into towards Gray's office, I need to get into the gallery, but I can't get into the gallery because that door's been relocked. Yes, I know I haven't fully explored the attic. It's almost like I got booted out of it. Okay, it's a dumb thing to point out, but still, that font in the bottom right, and I suppose the main font up top as well. It looks weird to me because I used it. I've used this font, and so it just sticks out to me like a sore thumb. That thing always just, this shouldn't be here. This is something I used. Why is it in this? This is a font for imbeciles like me. Oh boy. And oh boy too to all the fucking hitching. I must say this pre-caching of shitters doesn't appear to be entirely effective.
Christ, what the hell was that?
Okay, let's look in here. Oh, no one in here. It's always full. Do we go down? Do we go up? Is there any reason to go down here? So no, that's all. I don't think we get to the conservatory. But regardless, this isn't going to amount to one. Wait, there's still something in here. Who's been pissing in the corner again? I see. This is how it happened. anything in here? Yes. Ah. Preparations for St. John's.
We must have faith that Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man is a bluff. If we are lucky, our visitors will find him and prove it's all nonsense before night falls. What is true is our attempt to call on her. Too many things have happened for this evening to be in vain. Think of Jack and Cassandra, even Perosi, whose circumstances I can't understand. Grace is our goat without horns. She knows it and will play the role. You must talk to your brother, Batiste. I worry that he will fail us. Mrs. Thompson.
Okay, trying to figure out if we got we have the cult and we have the dark man. I'm going to assume these two are to some degree at odds. Lunacy in the Astarte Artist Colony.
Lunacy and the Astarte Artist Colony.
That's what I said.
A monograph by Yael Klein. In early 1909, the old Derceto plantation outside of New Orleans was turned into an artist's colony. 3 famous European artists rented the house and the surrounding land from the owner, the Ledoux family.
And what did they do?
The colony was chiefly run by Sebastian Cortez, who was playfully dubbed the captain by his collaborators, William Arges and Heinrich Kassel. The colony existed for 6 years, until one day all 12 members disappeared without a trace. It is widely believed that their disappearance is connected to the disastrous hurricane that passed through on September 29, 1915, but nothing truly supports this claim. What is known is their frequent participation in New Orleans nightlife, their love for hosting parties, and their elaborate contributions to the Mardi Gras parades as the Pirates of Pontchartrain. Accounts of their lifestyle can be found in almost every gossip column. It can effectively be summed up as carefree and bohemian. In late June 1909, the name Astarte first appeared in the newspapers. Cortez said the name came to him as he was painting. There is never any claim to knowing about the ancient Phoenician fertility goddess with the same name before this time. His fellow colonist Heinrich Kassel did know, because he later produced sculptures that show clear references to ancient idols of the goddess. It's impossible to know for sure how this name suddenly made an appearance, but it is interesting because of Derceto's history.
Well, let's hope it's interesting enough for a full second page.
Even the name Derceto is the Greek name of a Syrian fertility goddess. In the case of naming the plantation, Derceto was certainly not an accident. We know that Elijah Pickford intended to build a temple for his cult, for he had distributed pamphlets 2 years prior to the purchase of the land, advertising his intentions.
Making a cult.
His
Oh, welcome.
followers were estimated to be almost 100 men and women, mostly sailors, Maroons, and Cajuns, when the plantation was built. To outsiders, Derceto registered as an ordinary slave plantation, which enabled Pickford and his flock to remain hidden for decades. The official story is that the cult lasted until 1862, when the Union Army came and burned down the plantation and scattered all who lived there. Following the Civil War, new people started to congregate in the ruins of Derceto to invent a new fertility goddess, the Shub-Niggurath. As much as Derceto is a particular name to have heard of, it's not entirely uncommon among the learned. Astarte is equally known and could have been subconsciously chosen by well-read artists. Shub-Niggurath is, on the other hand, very uncommon. Almost impossible that anyone in Louisiana would have heard that name. The name is referenced only in rare books like Unausprechlichen Kulten and the Necronomicon, and is believed to be a bastardization of Arabic words meaning pertaining to the dark young. The few paragraphs printed on the goddess are so upsetting that no one in their right mind would want to build a religion resting on such qualities. The Shub Niggurath cult was hard to get rid of, but it is believed that despite the police jailing and killing several cultists over the years, the main culprit in the cult's demise is the cult itself, which seems to line up with every instance of cult activity on Derceto's grounds. When Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army arrived, he described the people at Derceto as malnourished and maniacal. As much as the army tried to save them, they fought back with fervor, as if nothing was going to stop them from slowly destroying themselves. While the disappearance of the Astarte Artis colony remains a mystery, the recurring motif seems to suggest that their fate involved lunacy and a hunger for self-sacrifice to that fertility goddess with 1,000 names.
Okay. Yeah. Dido. And yes. Oh, the doors are talking to me again. Okay, there's something else in here. Which actually was the case before, now that I think of it, which makes me wonder if it's a the Lagnies. There must be a Lagny in here somewhere. Thick ass canvas, what the hell? Well, thick ass in some places, other places quite thin. What am I missing here? I was going to say when we came in here, is just I wonder too, is just if the mood change is going to lead us to a more traditional and now there be enemies in the mansion situation. Anything out here? My map is no use here for this area of Derceto which is mapped. You hold this down and takes it to, yes, there we go. Alright. What's this? Keep our secrets.
Mrs. Thompson, I understand the last week has been busy. Under these circumstances, I find it important to remind you that Derceto's concerns are not a public matter, nor is it something that should upset you. Please continue your excellent work, and don't spend a thought on the death of Perosi, or, more importantly, the suicide of Cassandra Beauregard. They should mean nothing to you or the staff. I rely on your loyalty, and trust that your close kinship with the Tabois siblings will keep Derceto's secrets hidden. Dr. Gray.
What is that?
Oh good, now the trees are talking to me. No. 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 I will not stick it in a tree. No. Very wet. It's very, very, very wet. Anything here? Nope. So we take that against up here. That gets us back in. Small parlor, still a mystery. And we can finally get back up there. And get all the things. Maybe. Okay, this I understand. This I sort of understand, in the sense that maybe this could keep this propped. This is just desperation right here. A foam grazed the touchpad. Nice in here. Hello? Alright, still nobody here.
There must be a spare key to Dr. Gray's office in here somewhere. I don't have the combination for this. Maybe Jeremy did.
What? Name 1-3?
All right, time to get Jeremy out of that contract so we can get the hell out of here. Something tells me I'm gonna have to put my talisman to use.
Okay, now I can finally... 9... 1...
It worked.
The empty room.
The last guest in the empty room suffered from severe maladaptation. I must write this down, because if I understand the condition sufficiently, it could make me deny this fact at a later date. And there is reason for me to think I may come to suffer the consequences from this dysfunction, as some who came in contact with the guest seemed to adopt a new worldview in which everything was predetermined but broken. Upon accepting this worldview, some memories became unmanageable and later rejected. I do not know what this means. I cannot even remember the fate of the guest. I think they were simply misplaced one day and forgotten. Just like all documents pertaining to this guest, they have all been destroyed, or they never existed in the first place. Who wrote this? There has never been a guest in the empty room.
That's why we call it the empty room, damn it! But also, yes, that's why we were never allowed to interact with it, because it turns out it has the key for here. It's always hateful. It's just, no, you can dick around with everything except this. You can't dick around with this. We put a progression critical item in here. Whoops.
Dr. Gray was somehow mixed up in this business with the Dark Man, Detective Conby decided. He had to be. Either Dr. Gray was using the idea of the Dark Man to manipulate and torture Jeremy, or the Dark Man was an actual powerful being possessing Jeremy. And in that case, Dr. Gray was simply a stooge. Maybe both could be true at once. Comby felt his mind racing in all directions. No matter what, he had to find a way to break the pact. That was what Jeremy said was needed. It didn't even matter what was true or not. If Jeremy wouldn't leave Derceto before the contract was broken, then Comby had to make it happen. He just wished the steps on the contract made a little more sense.
Dr. Gray's office, all to myself. Let's see if we can figure this guy out.
I have finished tidying up Miss Beauregard's belongings. I will leave it to you to contact her agent and have them collect her things. I found one of Grace's drawings she might want back, along with this key in her room, which I believe you've been looking for. Mrs. Thompson.
Oh, goody. Finally, I can add France to my collection. Chris, this is not helpful at all. You just drew a box with an opening on it.
This is where McCoffey has hidden my favorite young. It's very important.
Hidden your favorite what?
This is where McCoffey has hidden my favorite young. It's very important. This is where McCoffey has hidden my favorite young. It's very important.
Your favorite yum?
This is where McCoffey has hidden my favorite young. It's very important.
Anyway, we're getting back to pirate stuff, I guess. I guess that could be here. It's supposed to be here. Oh no, I think Grace has a drinking problem. Why the feck are the orange slices just left out like this? What state are those in at this point? It's a mighty big key.
Dearest Dr. Manzetti, I find myself in a losing battle with my patient. As I've disclosed in my previous letter, his delusions have him completely captured. It's bad enough that he is torturing himself with paranoia, but his madness turns out to be quite persuasive to others, effectively laying the ground for mass delusion. I am writing to you in hope that you can give me some guidance. Beyond my ambition to avoid devastating surgery on my patient, I have grown worried about my own defenses. The words of my patient are deranged, yet they often resonate with something primitive within me. I have tried photographing his brain with X-rays. It was surprisingly difficult to get good results. Dark blotches on the plates kept obscuring all details. My patient looked at the bad plates and cried out in terror, telling me the dark areas was the shadow of the worm, eating him from inside. I could not see anything out of the ordinary. I hope this is a sign that my mind is not as receptive to the madness as I had feared. After further inquiry, my patient described the shadows inside his mind as some kind of chthonic monstrosity that wants to undermine his sanctuary. This is clearly a reference to a place he calls Teroea, a sort of library or convent that works as a psychological haven. With this imaginary haven threatened by this Chthonian, he has now constructed another, less pleasant hiding spot. Lately, he has been bringing up a metaphor of a steamboat that has run aground, that he feels like he needs to start the engines and reverse, but he is afraid that the hole in the hull would cause the whole ship to sink. I've been watching him turn this metaphor into reality for the last week. He knows it's made up, but he is doubling down, trying to make it a real memory. I feel certain that this is my chance to break through the barriers of his self-deceit.
You're not going to sign it? Or you didn't want to, was it, given a space there, you didn't want to take a second page just to write his name on it, but you know what? Fair enough. Okay, that's that open. Wait, what? Oh. Alright then. I guess we'll get that in a second. No, I've been trapped. Alright, so what the fuck? Is it just bugged? Because there are no prompts anywhere here. It must be. I guess it's bugged. Okay, so we go upstairs. We get Jeremy's room. We get Baptiste's room. We now have France, so we can complete the world. This shit's going to change at some point. I see the lower ferry's been prancing about in my absence.
Detective Comby.
Hello.
I'm terribly sorry that my niece has pulled you into this mess. Please, with all my blessings, take her away from this cursed place. I have destroyed that eater of worlds and locked it away in the attic and retreated to a place of hiding. Tell Emily I'm safe. Tell her all the lies you can think of to make her listen. Take her back to New Orleans. Sincerely, Jeremy.
Brother, I need you to trust me. This is the most important moment in our family's history. I know you have doubts and that the terrible Mama Loa told you lies. I would never betray you. I promise. Lottie.
Okay. Oh, I was actually wondering where the dipshit was.
Detective Conby. Good to see you again. Solved the case yet?
I'm trying. Hey, Grace, you okay?
Oh, she is just peachy, Detective. Are you looking forward to the Feast of St. John, Grace?
I can't wait.
Kids, ain't they great?
What exactly are you planning for tonight?
Oh, not much. We eat, we drink, we pay tribute to the wishing tree in the conservatory. The usual.
Oh, that's what the tree calls it.
Why all the excitement?
There is just something about tonight. Something that's different. I think we we all feeling? Besides, we got ourselves some new words for the prayer thanks to your buddy Jeremy.
She'll come and turn the world inside out, and things will begin again.
That sounds strangely threatening.
You should come.
God damn it, Grace. Stay put for once.
Better hold on to these. Wouldn't want them to get lost.
McCarthy was a deadbeat. His mere presence annoyed Conby. It was like watching the worst version of himself mock him by simply being worthless. While Conby enjoyed watching the child outplay the drunkard, there was something terrifyingly familiar about Grace. It was taunting him, like he was supposed to remember, but couldn't.
Just noticed all the objectives on the left. Look for the treasure race is drawn. Look for Jeremy's extra splits in the infirmary. The treasure and Gris is drawn. I mean, I guess maybe that's McCaffrey's room. I was say McCaffrey doesn't have room, but he does. That's also that's what the keys for. So yes.
There's something missing.
Of those, thank you. Yes, I'm sure the key is what goes down. Okay, so we've got person with hat. So we've got mold. We've got big building. That could be here. We got duty car. That could have been us. We got boat. I don't know about boat. Is this the pirate ship? We got blood. That's not good. Is this my blood? Have I got blood dripping out of my asshole? We got a tree. That's the dirty tree. Castle. No idea. And then possibly the Golden Gate Bridge. Possibly. Or maybe just a bridge. Well, my rectal drippings have evaporated, so that's good. Movie script. Slaughter Gulch. Hooray, I got forbidden knowledge. Death of the author. What did you sorry. What did you expect from them? You created too much. There wasn't any room to breathe. Your what? Your refification? Your refification rendered all possible worlds void. You took everything they could imagine and constrained it into something that you didn't even care about. Or maybe you did. Perhaps you cared most of all. Maybe you tried to save them from themselves, and that is why you had to die. starting to get the emotional roller coaster of Alone in the Dark voice acting. Cassandra's last page.
Jeremy knew that the only one who could help him now was the guest in room number 3. The room seemed to have been empty for so long. But that wasn't allowed to be true. The story needed to be different. To include something from the outside, he would bring the guest back to room 3 and show them what was in that safe. 913. But those were not the right numbers. That was the combination for the safe in the clerk's office.
Yeah, I know. Also, so it's been Cassandra this whole time that's been narrating her journey. Yep. I don't know why we can look at these again. That us. That's us. So I'm still missing something in the clerk's office, unless it's broken. The small parlor is... who fuck knows? And Grace's room has the puzzle to solve. Grace's apartment... oh yeah, that's right, with the fucking first floor, the key, of course. Ah. Get in my way. Yeah.
No, no.
Carnby is definitely afraid of indifference. The idea of him not being acknowledged at all terrifies him. Also, he just kind of pointed in that room. So I guess he's just saying, "Hey lad, over here, this way."
Surprisingly neat. Maybe I've been selling that old barfly short. Looks like McCarthy has something hidden inside.
Does it? Does it look like something is hidden inside? We look at his little vent shrine, it's just, oh, something might be hidden. Moment of clarity. Don't like this paper scrunched up.
Sometimes I think this place makes me worse. That Derceto might be my grave. A coffin made of ostentatious architecture. A Taj Mahal for the drunken depressed. There's something about Derceto. Something about Dr. Gray. Like we all pretend that we're here to get better, when in fact we are here to be forgotten.
The Dark Man is the difference. This role is just... Why is he so disinterested? I suppose if it's disinterested, that'd be fine, but there's something about the way he acts was just... the lack of acknowledgement is just so peculiar. Like when you're one running into the elevator, where it's just... what was that? So we have the roof, and then we have the empty room. No one is in the empty room! Okay. Nothing. Yep, nothing. Oh, we need a key for the empty room. The lock be empty. We must fill it. And then we shall fill the room.
I can't take this much more. This has to end.
Carnby apparently hits jazz. Jangle in the shaker. Secret objective. I'm trying to think, is this the last one? I'm worried that we missed it, but we found both of these in Derceto, so we should be grand. Is that the only secret objective? This, I feel like this is a lost cause. This feels like something that we would get in each of the transportations. Possibly in the shitter for more than one. No, did I look at this one? No. 1,000 young. Asleep, anesthetized, asleep with an anesthetized may be mine. Jeremy filtered these words from Derceto's gangrenous ground. Ever there praises and abundance to the black goat of the woods. Hear us, Mother, and take pity on us. Accept our sacrifice and judge our worth. I've forgotten how to say this. The black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. Shit, there's a play button.
Asleep, with anesthetized mind, Yermi filtered these words from Derceto's gangrenous ground. Ever their praises, and abundance to the black goat of the woods. Hear us, Mother, and take pity on us. Accept our sacrifice, and judge our worth. Iya, Shubnigrath. Iya, Shubnigrath. The black goat of the woods with 1,000 young.
Shubnigrath. Distraction dog does not like these sounds. He was lying down, his head is just... Oh, he does not wish to invoke Shubnigrath. He's staring at me. Can he play the piano? Can he play the drums? Can he sing in the microphone? Carnby gets no fun. Nothing here. And with the stairwell key, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Love a good smoking circle.
This doesn't look good.
I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, you could definitely see the smoke effect following me, but you know I've seen worse. Okay. Because it's repeating. Radiograph number 1. Did it again. Should I do this? Yeah. Radiography.
Radiography.
Yes.
Patient Jeremy
What's that?
Hotwood. Date June 14, 1930. Plates. Jeremy's skull proved difficult to capture properly. Partial radiographs worked best. A complete picture of the brain can be assembled by piecing 3 plates together. Observations. Even when looking at an assembled version, a shadow covers significant parts of Jeremy's brain. Possible tumor, but more likely that the equipment is failing. Jeremy reacted strongly to the pictures and claimed to see a giant clay worm eating and displacing his memories. Notes. While this exercise has left me nowhere closer to an answer, I feel confident that a Burkhart lobotomy should sever all necessary parts. Hypothetical psychosurgery based on the ideas by Burkhart and the St. Petersburg research could end up saving Jeremy's mind. Severing the connections around the frontal lobe would certainly solve most mental afflictions. The procedure would be brutal in performance, as well as in efficiency. An ice pick pushed through the edge of the eye and into the skull would untether the nerves like Alexander cutting the Gordian knot. As this would likely leave Jeremy in a very different condition, all other paths should first be explored. The medical instrument I would need for this lobotomy is missing, and I should have Waits order a new one.
No, see, we need another fuse. You know, we could have slammed that one down, surely. The horror! The horror! The cosmic horror of clipping. It's weird waiting to pull it in a little bit.
Don't mind if I do.
That us? No. There'd be something. Somewhere. In here. Allegedly. So maybe turn on the power first. Uh-oh. Because they could just flip me off. Fantastic, Arebuckle, fantastic. You solved the puzzle. In reverse. Okay, so 2, this down 2 and 3, 1, this is 1 and 2, 4, this, oh, so this is...
That's better.
Dr. Gray had been putting Jeremy through some thorough medical investigation. He was trying to break through Jeremy's stories and get to some truth, just like Comby was. Could Dr. Gray have been trying to break the contract as well?
Huh. Yeah, you put you the right way around. Love that we made this nice and slow. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, Jeremy, okay. We need to finish off Jeremy's brain, I guess. Yeah. Nope. Nope. But then this is a no. His darkness is a tentacly hermit crab? Also, what's the deal with the symbol bottom right? So Jeremy's darkness, a broken piece of burned clay. Its size suggests it's being part of a statue. Well, he said there's a clay worm dislodged in his mind, so I guess we got that right. So now he should be perfectly fine. Damn it. It's still something here? But specifically something here in this L-shaped section. Yeah. I said it. What the fuck am I missing? Back here? No. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the? I better not just got screwed out of something. This better be it's just you put the lights on, but oh, it's not really Derceto. Oh, no, no. It's Derceto. No. Good. Well, not good, but you know what I mean. Oh. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, no, Karen Bay, we know
Why
it.
does this keep happening? What am I supposed to do?
Why does it sound like a tap? Oh, good, I got an oar. Can I have that back, please? Oh, no, it's gone now. And now we're in the attic.
And we're back here. Well, perfect time to have a look around this place.
Yep.